Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I don't think there is a secret that, for me, one of the most important things that I admire to a human being is courage and wisdom, or, knowledge, or wisdom, intelligence, all this together. And then it's temperance and things like this, but courage and intelligence, and from there it comes strength and so on. So I have to say that I like this person very much for these two virtues that I see in her. She is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Russian Federation. She's a spokeswoman, and she is Miss Zakharova. Okay, so here she is right here, and she has a few things to say about Ukraine. I don't take my word for it. I urge you, if you have any doubts that she has the virtues or the qualities I just mentioned, I would like you to go on YouTube and, for instance, type over there Zakharova with, I don't know, Western media or answering this or answering that, and you're going to see the difference between this spokeswoman and Jen Psaki or Karine Jean-Pierre or other losers. Yeah, that's the word I'm using. These guys are not good, mediocre at best. Okay, I'm talking about Psaki and Karine Jean-Pierre. My personal assessment, and I'm entitled because I have a brain, I have an experience, and I can assess people. Yes, and I also judge them big time. And I also have no problem with people judging me because they have values, they have principles, and they will put my behavior, my statements, as an opposite to, and will filter me through their values. Therefore, they will say, this guy's an idiot, based to each of you's assessment. And I'm okay with that. Based on our understanding, we will be judged. Like, for instance, you see, I choose this peach wine because I like it. I think it's better, or at least not better. I like it more than a different kind of wine. So I'm judging that wine sucks. This wine is fantastic. Why? Because I like it, and I'm subjective in this case. Okay? Cheers, Narok. So let me tell you what Maria Zakharova did again. Here she is. This comes from Sputnik. Russia's foreign ministry appeals to Ukrainian troops. Resist Kiev regime or surrender. Okay, Catherine the Great right here. But as I said, go and check her bio. Go and look, and if you want, on Wikipedia. See her education, see her family, see what she did. But the best way to do it is see how she answers questions that she's asked on live. Not, let me get back to you. Where's the, I will circle back to you. Don't fucking circle anything. Answer, use your little thing here. Or you don't have it? Yeah, so make a contrast between and comparison between Zakharova and the two idiots I mentioned. Or you can use Baerbock of Germany, who's the foreign minister of Germany. Or you can use, what's her name, the other one I haven't used her in a long time. The British one that became prime minister for about 45 days or something, and she left. I can't remember her name, Jesus Christ, and she was again dumb as a rock. Sorry. Or you take, if you're the Canadian foreign minister, the same way, the same. These guys are just tards. And the list goes on. Yes, by my personal assessment, hang me. Here you have it. Maria Zakharova, the official spokeswoman for the Russian Foreign Ministry, has advised soldiers, I know it's a different sound, of the Ukrainian armed forces to either turn their weapons against the Kiev regime or surrender. The diplomat's comment was published on the ministry's official website. Remember, she is Russian, so all her allegiance is towards Russia, not Ukraine, or you or I, okay? And I'm quoting, "We strongly recommend Ukrainian servicemen recommend, who are convinced of the criminal nature of the bandit junta that has seized their country, to either turn their weapons against it or surrender to our forces, end quote, the official noted. Zakharova also emphasized that in such cases, the humane and dignified treatment of Ukrainian military personnel will be ensured. You don't have to believe her. All right? I said she's courageous and wise. I didn't say she's honest. All right? Imagine that. She is a representative of the Russian Federation. If she would say that the Americans are good and the Russians are bad, her place should not be in the position she is in, right? And she probably loves her country with a lot of patriotism, and I don't see the reasons why. I mean, look at their culture, look at the history, look at the this and that. I'm not going to promote here Russia for her. She's doing a better job than I can. She also stressed that the criminal Kiev regime continues to shell Russian cities and villages. In early, I don't like when they start trying to squeeze empathy from me. I don't like that. Yeah, okay, I understand that. You don't have to tell me every day that. Okay? What do you think? I'm going to do something about it? I'm doing here. In early July, the US government announced it would send hundreds of thousands of cluster bombs. Okay, that's a different story. The US positioned. So basically, that's all about her. The rest of the article talks about the cluster munition that the United States sent to Ukraine, and they talk about war crimes. Anyway, and talk about the nuclear weapons when they dropped 2 atomic bombs. And then, of course, they have the right justification, but I'm not going to go back to that, even though I went a little bit. Let's talk about this one. So, remember what Abraham Lincoln did, the Emancipation Proclamation, remember? He didn't have the power. He didn't have the power because the South at that point seceded from the North. So his declaration, Emancipation Declaration, was only supposed to be in the North, which already in the northern states did not have slavery, right? So he didn't have the power actually to abolish slavery in the southern part in the Confederacy. So the same here. She doesn't sign a declaration, a proclamation, declaration, you guys are... No, she just, she said she recommends. Well, she can recommend that. People can ignore it and say, argue, or can do something about it. I expect, and I said this, not expect, but there's a possibility and a probability. Possibility 100%, it's possible. Now, how probable is? Right now, I think it's increasing the probability that some troops, some generals within the Ukrainian army to just splinter. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of purges over there that we don't know about, where you have generals that really do not want to follow through with the orders, looking at the destruction of their country, because they're not idiots. They understand that, yeah, we're under attack, but on one hand, you look at cost-benefit, and you think, okay, am I winning here? No. So should I kill my kids for that? In vain? Should I sacrifice them? Because eventually, who's going to benefit? They don't care. If I die, if my children die, no, they don't care. They're going to replace us with Romanians, or Bulgarians, or Poles, or the Baltic states, and so on. And they will have enough useful idiots over there to take Ukraine's place. And they know it. They're not idiots. The Ukrainians are not idiots, you know. They have a different kind of saying things, like the Romanians as well, if you know what I mean. Like, okay? But they're not idiots, so they know what's going on. But probably it pays well. I suspect, but that's a gut feeling. I'm not accusing. But I suspect that these guys that you have over there, Budanov, Zelensky, the whole 4 pigs over there, Zelensky, Zhmyhal, Reznikov, Yermak, Zaluzny, and others, I suspect that these guys have lots of money. And I'm not talking about hryvnia or whatever, Ukrainian currency. No. I'm, and if they don't, I applaud them. There might be something like this, and I would applaud them. Remember when Zaluzny, it was a big news article, I don't know, a year ago or so, supposedly an anonymous person gave him $1 million. Just gave him like this mocha. I like you, man. Here is $1 million just for you, for your pocket. And he, is telling everybody, I will, donate this for the front or for the children or something like this. It was very, very nice of him. But I don't know if he didn't have $120 million somewhere in Geneva, okay, or in Bern or something. I don't know if he had over there 1 million. I'm gonna be the. I don't know. I'm just saying because I've been around the block, and it's like you don't you expect another shoe to fall. And we're going to find out about these things in 10 years. I would say 10, 15 years. We're going to find out that this guy has a Monaco villa and 3 hotels in the Coast d'Azur or somewhere on the Mediterranean Riviera, or who knows. I'm talking about all these weasels. But they will not promote that. Why? Because you and I were not supposed to find that out. I saw an article, I think done by the Ukrainians, about some former Ukrainian politicians that have villas in Monaco. Now, how did you make that money? And I know that in Romania, so they're very similar. That's why we have a little strata of the population with a lot of money, and the rest are poor. And the country is a rich country with resources. It can't be only because of the corruption. I remember when I came here in the United States, and I kept saying, Romania is rich, Romania is rich. And I said, okay, then why you said you're poor? Why people are poor if Romania is so rich? And I was like, because it's a lot of corruption, I guess. I know, I'd guess. All right, some people get most of the resources, and whatever trickles down goes to the rest. Well, kind of the same as here, but here is a little bit, you have, if you work hard, not as hard, you work hard, you can have a nice living. In other countries, if you work double as hard, you don't make but a fraction of how much you make here. So I'm not saying we should be happy with this one. I think it should be a just society. But what justice? Well, receive how much you deserve. But it's too many variables here. Maybe one by one we are going to solve them. But the first thing is we have to get there. Not stay only here. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.